So what are some of the ways you might want to enhance your business model? Because it's important that from time to time, as an entrepreneur or as a business operator, you re-examine the state of the strategy in which you are attempting to achieve your mission. And a business model is a useful tool to be able to do that, or to understand the processes that you have in place to implement the mission that you want. And this is what we are going to discuss in this episode of Impact Mindset. So welcome to Impact Mindset. This is the podcast for entrepreneurs and professionals, bringing you the best ideas and people to help grow your startup in today's marketplace. Each week we deliver interviews, tips and tools to inspire, train and support you in your entrepreneurship journey. In this episode, I want to share some perspectives regarding ways on boosting your business model. As I mentioned, a business model is your core strategy for profitably doing business. It provides some of the ideas, it provides some of the structures and the processes you will need to implement to generate revenue. And of course, to incur cost. But what are some of the ways that you can enhance your business model, and what is even some of the reasons you might want to actually boost your business model? One of the important things is to understand the competitive environment in which your business operates, and that is a great impetus in the context of wanting to understand how to boost your business model and to take your business to the next level. So there are a couple of points I want to share with you in this context, in some of the steps that you can use to enhance your business model. One is understand what your business model is today. You have a lot of companies that have been in the market for about a decade, and you realize that there is no further growth to what the company has achieved over the last decade. One of the reasons of this, of course, can be that the company hasn't really sort of re-examined its core values, its core mission, and re-evaluate how effective the business model is. The market could have changed. The priorities of consumers could have changed, and there are several factors that would lead a company to sort of look at how can we re-strategize for the new market environment. That is one good way that a company would think in terms of, well, the market is changing, we must change with the market. Otherwise, you stay stuck in the past. So one of the ways that you would need to be able to examine your business model to see how to enhance productivity and of course profitability is understand how your business model is today. Have you articulated your current business model, and do you and your team understand it fully? And of course, the reason for this is that many executives are unclear about what the organization's business model is and what makes it challenging to fine-tune or even suggest a new one. Do evaluate your business model. Understand what your business model is today. And one way of doing that is re-evaluating the 9 key elements of the business model canvas. It's a very useful way of looking at it. Look at again the customer segments. Remind yourself for whom you are creating value. Who are your most important customers? Look at it again in terms of are you up to the mark based on your key performance indicators? Are you actually creating value for your main customer segments? The second, of course, is to re-examine the value proposition, to look at what value you are delivering to the customer and whether specifically you are actually solving your customers' problems. And so what are the services that you're offering to your customers, and whether or not you're actually reaching those goals. It's important to go through all the 9 key elements: customer segments, value proposition, customer relationships, key resources, key partners, key activities, cost structure, revenue streams. It's important to look at all of these key elements in the light of what has been implemented already in the past year and to compare that with the result of this year. So basically, look at the key performance indicators and to see to what extent you've actually measured up to. The second element is to reimagine your business model, to look at it again in the context of what are some of the opportunities right now in the market you can use, what are some of the possibilities in reimagining your business model. A good way to start is to understand the customer expectations, motivations, and issues that must have changed in recent times. The starting point for a new business model is with the customer segments and the value proposition. Do you really understand the needs, gains, and pains of your various customer segments? When did you last have a conversation with your customers to understand their world, their environment, their ambitions, the challenges that they face? Listening to your customers is a great starting point because this will help you articulate the customer segment and value proposition very well and much more fundamentally. So it's necessary to get out of the building and start talking to some key customers about the difficulties they face, the gains and the pains and the challenges they face. Another point to take note of is to align your team around the new vision. Once you've validated your business model, you need to bring your team along for the journey. So here are some key elements, 8 key elements that would assist you in doing so. Creating a sense of urgency, build a guiding coalition, form strategic vision and derive initiatives from there. Enlist a volunteer group, enable action by removing barriers, generate short-term wins, sustain acceleration and institute change within the organization. Further to the other exercises, one key element is to evaluate your business model. The best way to improve your business model is to really evaluate where you currently stand. And there are several tools in the market you can use to evaluate where you stand currently. So these are some of the pointers I thought to share with you today. Thank you for listening to Impact Mindset, where we build a community of relentless entrepreneurs. I hope you enjoyed the show. Stay informed and visit our website on impactmindset.com and follow me on Facebook and Instagram at FonBruno15, on Twitter and LinkedIn at FonBruno. If you are interested in private coaching and courses on startup strategy, ideation and concept development, contact me via podcast at impactmindset.com or visit my website at fonbruno.com.